Итак, мы продолжаем наше прохождение. Мы уже находимся в институте, то есть где-то в институте, не знаю где. Тут мне надавали кучу заданий. Нет, не кучу, всего лишь 2. Зашифрованную запись в любом из терминалов института надо запустить. Ага, это подземка. Массовый побег. Тут стоит вопрос, надо ли мне это. Вот это мне точно надо вот сейчас вот сделать. Окей, пошли проходить дальше. Сейчас, наверное, диалога будет очень много.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Why build it to look like you?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as an interesting variation. A new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself seemed only natural, what with the Institute's records and my genetics and physiology. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Seriously? You really believe a human could love a synth?
That's a difficult question. I suppose it depends on how closely we've managed to mimic human behavior and emotions. Yours is a unique position. You may be the only one that's truly able to answer these questions right now. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Excuse me.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the 3rd primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Nothing to report, sir. Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
Let's see what you got.
Вроде ништяк пушка. Если еще апгрейдить.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't reach out.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
If you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more sins bumping into.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hi.
Good to see you.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Excuse me.
You're here. Glad you made it. Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been
I
discontinued?
hear we're about
That
to
is
get a new
correct.
food supplement.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. 3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Good evening. I am at your disposal. Would you care for food-based products?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Что-то как-то
Father's
странно.
work has been a real inspiration for me.
Я сам вымою.
So much research, so little time. The child synth. It's just remarkable.
Greetings, sir.
Не знаю, что за вещь. На всякий случай можно взять.
Nice.
Сейчас заблужусь конкретно.
Sweet.
Negative sensor. Weapons cold. Scanner's clear. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Куда-то забрел,
Standing down.
где еще, видимо, не любят людей.
Nice.
Resetting threat level. Contact.
Столько всяких разных новых вещей я первый раз вижу. С крюком. Скорее всего, просто мусор это все. Кошки найс лежат. Особенно это в ящике. Кошатина.
That's it.
Целиком? Она целиком отпала. Лол. Он что, в машинке играл и с кошечками тоже?
That's it.
Nice.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Так, я помню, он что-то просил, короче. Так, это задание подземки. А этот парень-то... Он просил... Ну, я не вижу. Может, в разном. Может, вот эта штука и была то, что он просил. Ладно, читать я не хочу. Что с этими парнями? Можно что-нибудь сделать? Походу нельзя, да? О, еще запись. Записи об исследовании.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board: exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Clayton.
Anything I can help you with?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in, and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
Окей. Главное, чтобы перегруза не было.
Got it.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Так, Степан, здорово. Так, я откуда-то тут пришел ведь. А, это что такое?
Hi there.
Так, тот путь мне не нравится. А вот дверь.
Father has done remarkable things.
You know the
I would
protocol,
not
sir.
exist were it
Authorized
not for him.
personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if they're not.
Doc.
Welcome, welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Dr. Oberly.
When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging
Oh, великий атом.
targeting package upgrades I asked for.
3
Maybe I should
levels
take
of
some
approval.
courses
Do
with
you
me.
believe that?
Send a message.
3!
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Dr. Ayo.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Justin.
Yes, what is it?
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Dr. Ayo.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often. I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
Dr. Secord.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
A child synth. It's just remarkable.
Pardon me, sir. Carry on, sir.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
Systems nominal.
Operating at full capacity.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that. So much research, so little time.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
It must make you proud to see all that Father
Once
has
you've
done.
settled in, I'll
All
want to
that
do
he
a
has
physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such? In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Dr. Volkert, can you see to my injuries?
Let's see what's wrong with you. All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Did
Now,
I turn
hold
off the
still,
interferometer?
please.
Feels like this project has
There we
been
are.
going on for
Good as new.
months.
Head to requisitions if you need medical supplies.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Чтоб никто ничего не трогал. Все мое.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi.
Huh?
Hey there. Yeah?
Well, that was productive. One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emissions.
Hi, Doc.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
Too many rules get in the way of efficiency. It slows things down.
Well, I've heard that before. I've also seen scientists get too cavalier with protocols and end up dead. It only takes one mistake, one lapse. Remember that. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think it's a brisk read. I certainly find it so. Take care, then.
Пару тысяч страниц не желаете почитать? Ага, конечно. Размечтался.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
То есть мне уже разрешили, как я понял, телепортироваться отсюда. Так, ну что там еще надо сделать?
Good to see you.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't find my notes anywhere. Hey, Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise. And Dr. Newton, he coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals... We also make use of a number of synth units for low priority.
Allie.
What's on your mind?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Hi there.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Newton.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people. When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Так. Что мне надо сделать? Это просто жесть. Сколько тут всяких туннелей.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Нормальный ответ.
Hey, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here. Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something
Always
that's
be
actually
vigilant.
useful.
We have many enemies.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Но это вечный круговорот.
I fix one relay and two more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Интересно, куда он ведет? А, я вспомнил, да. Я же на нем приехал. Это походу надолго. А можно портануться. Пока нельзя.
No use.
Так, если я еще портанусь, я же потом это место фиг найду. Именно так. Поэтому портироваться, ну, можно запомнить, конечно. Окей, я вроде запомнил.
Best part of my day is coming home to my girls.
Так, ну...
Hello.
Good day. И что вы предлагаете?
Huh?
Найти компьютер. Надо какой-то особенный компьютер.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Sure. Вы на бас, сэр. Окей. Надо внизу что-то искать.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
Похоже, придется смотреть видосы. Потому что я навряд ли найду, да? Так, хотя вот сейчас вот этого парня спросим.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Dr. Holdren.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
You mentioned...
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Дверь была открыта, да, я сюда ходил. Окей, чё тогда? Надо видосы смотреть. Потому что я не знаю.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
Как бы лень.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just wish I could get her to notice me.
Окей, я здесь останавливаюсь, потом продолжим.